Live. We'll go drink. Everyone, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, we just want to thank you all for the support. It really means a lot. Again, thank you all for the support. Also, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Again, please go to dynastymirror.com. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, please like, share, and subscribe as well, and become a monthly Patreon. Again, become a monthly Patreon, patreon.com, search for Uhuru. Without further ado, everyone, we have a special guest on with us tonight. My sister, my Togolese sister, Kayi from the Diaspora channel is on with us tonight. And we're going to be speaking about, and Kayi, I just feel so, you know what, I'm guilty. I am guilty. All these years I've been going to Africa. I have not picked up another language, and I speak a little Yoruba,
which is good.
Just a small Yoruba. But you know, I love Senegal, but I still don't speak any Wolof. I don't speak no Francais, and I think they're ready to kick me out of Senegal now. Like I've been so much. And I don't speak any of the languages. I think they want to throw me out now. I think they want to throw me out now because I don't speak any of the languages. So we're gonna discuss, because I love, now don't get upset, Kayi. My favorite Francophone countries are Cote d'Ivoire and Senegal. And I'm just like, the countries are so beautiful, but you have to learn. Well, Cote d'Ivoire, you just do Francais. In Senegal, either Francais or Wolof. And it's important if you're in these countries to learn. Shout out to Linnell in the chat room, everyone. So it's important if you're traveling to these countries, or you plan on even moving to these countries. I know people who move to Senegal but don't speak French or Wolof. I'm just like, how do you guys, like, day to day? Because it's like no one really speaks English there. So I'm gonna start learning French again. I actually took a French course back in 2016, I think, and I didn't really get anywhere with it. But I'm going to start again. So I have to learn Francais, Creole, and I have to learn stuff, get back on Yoruba. I've been slacking lately. So Kayi is going to tell us why, because everybody's excited about Ghana. Now Rwanda. Now it's Tanzania. But guys, there are some Cote d'Ivoire and I love Senegal. Oh, I love Senegal.
Beautiful countries. Beautiful.
But I think people get somewhat intimidated because they don't speak the language. So yeah, I love Senegal. Food, people. Yeah. So Kayi.
Right.
Yeah. So Kayi, Francophone countries. Why should we focus on the Francophone countries?
Right. Shout out to everyone in the chat, and Dinah's always a pleasure, joining you here. So I'm Kayi Gabiam from the Diaspora channel, and I'm the CEO of Maison Muka. We do sell African clothing and, beautiful accessories. But I dedicate some of my time, to really encourage, brothers and sisters worldwide in the importance of us supporting our businesses. So mainly what I do on my platform is to promote Black-owned businesses, globally. So I have guests on that share the products or services with the viewers, and the aim is just one single thing: keeping our money in our global Black family. So it's something I'm very, very passionate about. And also some of the guests do share investment opportunities on the continent, because most of the time people tend to say, oh, why are these opportunities keep going to people like the Chinese, the Lebanese, blah, blah, blah. So one thing that I love to do is to be able to have people that can share those opportunities, with the diaspora. So that's what my platform is mainly about. So going to Francophone countries, the reason why I will say, first of all, I'm from Togo. So is a French speaking country, and I know the opportunities when it comes to countries like Benin Republic, for example, or Cote d'Ivoire, like you say, another, you said another beautiful country with, lots of opportunities. And we have Burkina Faso, Niger. So basically like 21 countries in Africa. The main language, the official language, I would say, is English. So for people to think like, oh, because I only speak English, so I prefer to visit or relocate to, Anglophone countries. I think, for some people it's good. There is nothing wrong with that, as long as people are relocating to Africa. But people have to have open mind when it comes to the Francophone countries, purely because, like I said, there is less of competitions to start with in those countries. And like I said, the opportunities are endless. So my aim right now is to encourage, the diaspora to look at those countries as, countries to visit. Even if you don't want to go and settle down there, you can visit and invest in those countries. And definitely you're going to need, the language, which is not a big deal, because me coming from a French speaking country, I live here now where it's not a French speaking country, and I can have a conversation, brilliantly with you or anyone out there. So I just want, brothers and sisters in the diaspora to also embrace the thought that because you can't speak French now, it does not stop you,
Right.
go to those countries, or take a step to start, learning the language, so you can be confident, once you are there, to have a conversation with, people on the ground, and, take care of not only yourself by going to those countries, but at the same time, making it a place that even if, like I say, you don't want to go and live there, make your money, filthy rich, like, the Lebanese, the Chinese are doing.
Now, here in the diaspora, a lot of us are very conscious. So for those who will say, I don't want to learn another colonizer's language, what would you tell them? What would your response be?
Well, absolutely, in the sense that people would think like that, but we have to be realistic. Because when you go now, and in fact, I'll throw your own example back to you.
Right.
I hope you don't mind me sharing.
Of course not.
I think it's like 2 years ago, if my memory is very clear, you did send me some paperwork regarding the land you want to buy in, Benin Republic. So you're like, oh, Kai, can you check this for me? So I quickly check it out, and I say, Dinus, you know what? Don't, just, don't. Due to, certain things I quickly picked from, the paperwork. So what I would say, you are not learning the language for them, you are learning it for yourself, in the sense that when you go to those 21 countries, that will be something that will facilitate you having a conversation or understanding or asking for, something on the streets, for example. So what you are doing, you are just learning the basic French to be able to have a conversation with people or sign deals and do things you need to do like everyone else out there. Going, like I said, people that don't look like us, going there, they can't speak any French, but they manage to, to settle down there and make good money. So why would brothers and sisters who, hold themselves from that opportunity? So I know obviously it's a colonizer language, but the thing is, you need that right now to be able to have a conversation. The point is, even the language we are using right now is also a colonizer language, but that's the process. I can have a conversation with you or the next person in the chat. So you are doing it for yourself, you're not doing it for the colonizer.
Somebody now, do you consider Francophone, does it have a negative connotation, the term Francophone countries, Francophone? Some people, that's what they feel. That's how they feel.
I think, the thing is, to be honest, we know the history of what France managed to do with, the CFR, with the, that specific currency, how they try, and they are still doing it up to today, to hold our economy down when it comes to, I would say, I think it's like 14 countries that use, that specific currency. So we know it's horrible. So when people hear Francophone, obviously their mind will go first into what France is doing to, to Africa all these years. But right now is about us using what we have to grab what is rightfully ours, so other people don't go there. Like I said, that I'm not, from the Black family, will go and make lots of money, whilst because of that same language, people prefer not to even try to visit or go there, like I say, and invest and, make good money.
That's good, guys. Hit that like button as you come to the chat room. Please hit the like button. Also, too, what we'll do, we'll open up the lines here shortly. Again, we'll open up the line so you guys could call in and ask a question. If you have any questions, you could call in and ask a question. So another question is, some people will say, I'm too old. I had someone tell me that they're too old to learn a foreign language. Like when someone tells you that, how would you respond?
You can't be too old to learn a language, especially when, you live in this part of the world and you understand, like, nothing is looking like something will be different than what people have experienced all these years. So you are an open-minded person and you want to go to Africa and do what everyone else is doing anyway, to have a good life and build generational wealth legacy for yourself and, for the next generation to come. You're not going to sit down and think about, I'm too old. As long as you are not too old to make money and leave that for the next generation, you can definitely take 3 months of your life, or 6 months, to go and study any language to do what you need to do. So anyone saying they are too old to learn a language, that is just not going to go down well with me.
Okay. All right. So how long do you think roughly it should take for someone to become at least somewhat fluent? Like what kind of work do you have to put in, and how long do you think it will take for someone to become just somewhat fluent in like French or Francais?
Well, I would say it depends on how desperate, to be honest, that person want to learn that language and be able to do the things that they want to do. Number one, when you're learning a language, you have to have your other learning resources in order to practice what you are learning. So I can say, if you have the basic, what you need to have, at least to be able to have a conversation with someone, if you are serious, give yourself 6-month period. You can definitely do that. And some people, they have already like learned a little bit, but they didn't pay much attention to the language.
Right.
They are in college. So those ones, they don't need like to start really, to say, from scratch, because they have already learned the language. So it's about them, you going over it with them for a period of time, and then taking time just to practice. It's like the more you practice, the better you get, and quicker you'll be able, and have at the back of your mind to have people that speak that language, for example, because now everything is happening online. So you can live in the States and have a friend, for example, in Canada, the Francophone part, or Paris, or in Togo, for example, or Senegal. Those people will obviously speak French. So you practice with them whilst you are practicing with your teacher or whoever is helping you learn that language, and you'll be fine.
Oh, let's see. Someone says practice polyglot sentence smiling daily to learn languages. What does that mean? Do you know what that means? Polyglot?
No, not really. But if a person is referring to an app, they need to explain that. But if you need to, to learn a language, like I said, you need that consistent conversation with the next person to be able to confidently start speaking that language. So, it's something that you're not going to get just simply by using an app. You're not going to get that experience, but the person can definitely, explain that as well.
Okay, it means polyglot means multiple language speaker, right? But what's mining daily? Like you gotta, right? But you have to break that down. When you say mining, what do you mean mining daily? You said practice polyglot sentence mining daily. What's sentence mining? Like what does that mean? You know what that means, Kayi?
I really don't.
Sentence mining, guys. What is sentence mining? Somebody come into the chat room, explain what is sentence mining. I'd like to know.
Definitely go over that properly.
Because I've been procrastinating because I have to learn French. I have to learn French, Creole, and Yoruba. Finish learning my Yoruba. I have to.
Your Yoruba, you kind of practice that quite often.
Yeah, a little, but I'm not fluent yet.
Just keep practicing.
I have to. But I haven't been consistent. That's the problem. I need to be consistent. Like I'll study some, I'll stop. I'll study some, I'll stop. So I need to get back on it. Let's see here.
Definitely, if you want to get a good control of a language, you need to, practice it constantly. That's why I'm saying it's one thing to learn a language on an app, is another thing to have, a person that is actually teaching you, like a teacher, go take you through it and have a continuous conversation with you. So that will be what will help you take, your learning to the next level and give you the confidence you need in order for you to have a conversation and be fluent with the next person.
Okay, mining equals cultivating, practicing. Okay, all right. Live with someone that speaks it all the time, you will learn. Okay, no, you're right. You're right about that. Guys, again, if you want to call in and ask a question, email is uhuru@searchforahuru.com, uhuru@searchforahuru.com. Call in or send me an email. I will forward you the link and you can call in and ask your question. You can ask, and it's never too late to learn a foreign language. Here we go. Wilfried, I'm about to send you the link right now. Wilfried, I'm about to send you the link right now. I forgot what app. I have an app that I downloaded on my phone. It's funny. I pay for these apps.
But you're not using it.
And I'm not using it. Yeah, and some of these apps are on auto. Like they charge you like once a year. And here we go, Babbel. I have Babbel. I think that's what I have.
Babbel, okay.
Yeah.
Or Duolingo. Oh, there are apps out there, but like I said, the experience. What you're going to?
You still got to take. I think you still have to take a course like someone.
Definitely. Yeah. It's different experience, completely different.
Right.
You'll be able to, like I said, to have a conversation with that, not saying, because with every language, the more you speak it, the better you get at it. So that experience, you're not gonna be able to get that using an app to learn a language.
Right. Exactly. Wilfried, I sent you the link. Mineral Mama, yes. And when you go to Anglophone countries, their universities, they're going to teach their curriculum in English. So yeah. So Wilfried, I sent you the link. So when you're ready to call in, please click on that link and hop on. Let's see what else we have here. You see, the reason, so in America, we're not, for the most part, we only speak one language. And the reason why is, and a friend made a great point about this, from all the way from California to the East Coast, and, America is about the size, almost of at least Western Europe, half of it at least. So, because you got to think about it, from England, France, Germany, Portugal, Spain, all these countries, different languages. But from
East Coast,
just from the East Coast to the West Coast, all one language, English. And in Africa, you have the local languages, Then
Yes.
you have like French or
Okay.
English. So it's just for the most part, and here in America, it hasn't really been a need people to learn
Oh,
more than
I
one language.
mean,
Real free, go ahead.
can you hear me?
We hear you just fine.
Oh, perfect. Hi, good evening, everyone. That's an honor to me, basically, to talk to you, Dinus, especially. I've been watching for your videos, not for too long. I discovered your channel, I think it was a little less than 2 years ago.
Okay.
And
Long time.
basically, I must say, even though I'm an African, well, a French of African descent, it's still like people think to people like you that people like me, even though I'm of direct African descent, that gave me hope again about the continent. So I wanted to thank you for your work, and to tell you that even though people like me don't write comments and so on so often, you're still impacting many people, many more than you think. I think
Thank you. Thank you.
it's important to
Where in
say
Africa
that.
are you from? Where are your parents from in Africa? Where? What country?
They're from Cameroon, but I was born in France actually,
Okay. Okay.
and I'm studying in Germany. I'm in Germany right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
that's good.
the only thing I wanted to say about this topic, I'm not going to be long, is that as I already wrote it in the chat, and that the sister was saying, I find it basically it's a shame. I think that, sorry, but according to me, too many native English speakers don't make the effort to speak another language, especially French, finding excuse like, yeah, that's a colonizer language and so on, in order not to learn and not to make the effort to learn. And somehow it is linked to, according to me, the, sorry to say that, but the English arrogance when it comes to the language, because people think that, hey, come on, I'm speaking the universal language. Why would I bother talking another language like French that basically is useless when you look about and talk about this? Even though they forgot then to mention, as I was saying in the comment a few minutes ago, that for instance, when I look at all the repatriation movement happening right now, I literally shake my head. For instance, when I see all the people, and I'm sorry for Gambian people, but heading to countries like Gambia, while you literally have Senegal all
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
That is,
I've said this. I've asked myself the same question. Like,
I
if
mean,
you're gonna go to Gambia, why not? And I don't want to pin the countries together against each other because some people get personal. Some people get upset when I say I prefer this country over this country, and people get upset for some
Absolutely
reason.
fine. It's 55, so
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
but people get
definitely
upset.
going to like one
People get
better
upset.
than the other. That is
But
not.
I'm like, why would I?
the
I do
problem is
understand
that
myself. Why would I choose Gambia over Senegal? Why would someone choose Gambia over
absolutely,
Senegal? But that's what
and
they
the
prefer.
problem
That's what they prefer. I'll go with Senegal in a heartbeat.
and the problem in this the reason why I chose that precise example is that this is literally, historically speaking, the same region. Simply, Gambia is English speaking because of colonizers, and Senegal isn't. In the past, it used to
Yeah,
be called
because it's
Senegambia.
listen.
That's the same people, exactly the same people.
Right.
But still, today, it has to be said, Senegal is a land of opportunity, while Gambia is not. And you have people struggling
Oh
for.
man, listen, I was in Senegal back in late November, early December. I've
Right.
never seen so much construction in my life, construction cranes. And I lived in LA, I live in Atlanta now. I've never
Mm.
seen so much construction just going on ever in my life. I'm just like, oh man. And that right there, it put a sense of urgency. It gave me a sense of urgency. I'm saying if it's starting here in Senegal, it's gonna spread all over West Africa. Because
Yeah.
you're not gonna find this. Like I was driving through Togo and just looking at just the beaches and the water, and I'm like, people aren't just gonna just let this just sit. Like they're gonna build on this. This is just not good. This is all over West Africa, the most
Mhm.
beautiful beaches on the planet. I'm like, people aren't just gonna let this waste. It's coming. And Senegal is gone. I mean, it's like
And
the car.
basically,
It's a wrap. Like they've came and yeah.
what's happening basically in French speaking Africa is the fact that, as the sister said, French people are making clear to every other concurrent that they don't want them here because they know that they have huge opportunity in these countries. However, if you come and compete the right way, you can also win.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And that's the reason why that's what many people don't understand, especially in the English speaking world, the English speaking world, because when Chinese, when Lebanese, when Arab comes, they win also in French speaking countries.
A lot.
And even more, when some Africans come back and do the right thing, they also win there. So actually, and when you look at this, actually also, when you look for instance at the map of West Africa, most of the country happen to be French speaking, and you have countries like Ivory Coast, where, man, you were talking about Senegal, but Ivory Coast, it is Senegal time 10. You know,
I
need
don't.
to visit.
When you say
People need to visit, because a diners, we're not talking about Abidjan alone here when someone is talking about Ivory Coast. So I understand where where he's coming from, but people need to start. Like I said, you don't have to, for some people that don't think about going there and relocate permanently there, just visit first, and then you'll be able to understand, for example, what the brother is saying when he's mentioning Cote d'Ivoire, because man, is a beautiful country for sure, so
full of opportunity, economically speaking. I mean, Ivory Coast, it's not French people are not there for no reason. They know what they're getting there, just as an example, if you look at the cocoa industry, basically there are two countries that are the biggest producer in the world. There's Ghana, 20%, and Ivory Coast 40%. Right. And then for the basically Africa produce in total 80% of that. And paradoxically, Africans don't consume cocoa. This is a white thing, but that's the reason why French people are there. Actually, they develop in Ivory Coast. Basically, I used to read about it about the last time. They developed the industry there so much that now scientists from Ivory Coast, from the country, are able to develop their own race of cocoa that are more resistant and more productive. That's the kind of thing that French people are doing there. And when you talk about the industry of cocoa, it represents 100 billions a year. And the producers, basically the Ivorians and all the African producers, over these 100 millions, they only get 5 millions because they don't transform the cocoa. You know what I mean? So when you think about opportunities, if any of us would go there and simply come and begin to transform the material, in order to sell it with an augmented value, then it would change many things. And I mean that's the kind of thing that when I think about French-speaking Africa, that many people are missing. But even when it comes, for instance, to land, I see people going to Gambia and fighting for land on a small countries. Yeah. Where you have Ivory Coast, man, that's twice as big as Ghana, I think. You have Togo, you have.
I think someone in the chat, is in Nimba. If he can call in, that would be good, because he's, making some great statements that, things that are not already. He's also confirming those things, because it's just because people don't know, so you can't blame them. But the more that they start, having open mind, in the sense of, learn the language and then visit. You don't have to go there for a month. You can go for 2 weeks. You can go for 3 weeks. That's the only way you're going to learn. Now, I love the fact that now we have brothers and sisters going to places like Burkina Faso as well, which is another French-speaking country. And they will tell you they're living life. And the opportunities, like I say, are endless in those countries, and no much competition. So, is for our brothers and sisters to try to take that leap of faith and visit, and then take it from there.
And the last thing I'd like to add is that with my example that I'm gonna let you, is that I'm not a native English speaker, as you can hear, but still, as I was younger, well, I'm 30 now, I made the effort to interest myself in other language. I like it, and I eventually reach a level where I can communicate efficiently, like right now with native English speaker. and to the point that basically 80% of what I'm doing now, I do it in English, and I'm a I learned myself. I don't know what was the English for that. Self-made learner or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I mean, if I could do that, and if I could, because now I'm studying the medicine, I'm in Germany in the most prestigious faculty, Heidelberg. If I could learn fucking German, sorry for cursing. I mean, everybody can learn French. You know, this is not difficult, especially because the advantage you have in French-speaking countries, you said it already. No one speaks English. So that's the reason why I observed it as I used to live in France.
We do learn English, but we don't use it. It's just for the teacher.
Yeah, but the thing is, from a foreigner perspective, that's the best option. Because look, when I was in France and I used to observe people from foreigners, they all the foreigners I knew who came to France, even when it was after the after 10 or 11, it means when the elasticity of the brain wasn't that bad that good as children. You know, children can learn you can learn basically you can become fluent in any language until you 10 or 11, but after it's not the case. But still, I saw people coming being 16, 15 in France, and few months later, I told you they could speak not perfect French, but very, very good French, for the reason that French people don't speak English or any other language. So people coming there have to speak French, and that's the best way basically to learn quick. You know, so that's all I can say actually about it. And the last thing I want to say, Dinus, before I quit, sorry, I sent you an email yesterday. It was weird email because I happen to be a very good drawer, and I like to draw comic books actually. About Africa, and I was I need basically informations about Ashanti and so on, and that's the reason why. And when I saw that you have you're gonna have later a speak with the Dr. Camban, I don't know if you could maybe
tomorrow at 2:00 p.m. Ghanaian time tomorrow.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe you could give you my email address so I can communicate directly with him and so on, because it is extremely
okay, that was you that you wanted to reach
yeah,
out.
that was me. Sorry, it was
okay. No problem. I'll connect you to his people. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so stop here. Thank you for having me, and yeah, keep the good work.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye. Marie, where have you been, Marie? Where have you been? You've been hiding, Marie. Marie. Unmute yourself. Marie.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can't hear you guys. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, leave and come back in.
Okay.
Yeah, see what happens. Okay, all right. So, all right, guys, hit the like button. Please hit the like button if you'd like to call in. Send me email Huru and search for Huru and search for Huru. All right, so Kayi, my goal this year. My goal this year. Ask me tell me if I'm crazy. You can be honest with me. Tell me if I'm crazy.
Okay.
I gotta learn. I have to learn because I've been procrastinating. Hablo español muy poquito, español muy poquito. Para no estudio español no mucho. But I have to learn 3 languages.
This year.
I have to. And I've been procrastinating.
Okay.
So Francais, Creole, Sierra Leone Creole, and Yoruba. I have to. I'm embarrassed. In fact, my Senegalese friend messaged me the other day. He said, Dinus, you are a citizen of Africa now. You need to learn a language. And I'm so ashamed. I'm just like, I know, man. I'm sorry. And then when I go to Senegal, they're looking at me crazy now because I've been going since 2013 or 2013. I don't know Wolof or Francais, and I think they're they look at me crazy now. I think they're gonna ban me from Senegal. Because
You can, you can definitely, if you're serious. It's all about the practice. Like,
right.
some people also in the chat are saying, if you make up your mind, you start the lesson and you keep practicing, not only, with the person teaching you the language, but also your friends, because you are even already so lucky that you have friends all over, the Francophone countries. So just be intentional now when you're having a conversation with them, do more voice notes. Like, if you, instead of typing, you can do voice notes to practice your French when you are speaking to them, and that would definitely help you.
Hey, Mr. LT Nimba, I want you to send me an email. Send me an email, Mr. LT Nimba. All right, can you hear us, Marie?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Where have you been? You've been gone for you've been AWOL for almost a year now.
I know,
In fact, over a
I know.
year. You've been AWOL for over a year now. You've been AWOL.
Yeah, I've been working a lot. I work at the ER in LA County Hospital. It's not. It was. I've been doing a lot of long hours.
Really?
Yeah.
How's COVID out there? Is it getting better or no? Or
I think right now it's kind of slowed down a little bit.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always get crowded when there is like Christmas, after Christmas, or Thanksgiving, or any gathering. That's when we have a lot of admission. But besides that, right now I think it's kind of slow right now.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Marie.
Yeah, I was saying about learning other language. I think English speaking country have a hard time learning other country. I don't know, for whatever reason. I just figure French. Okay, especially African, we have a little advantage because we are exposed to so many sounds and language, like so many dialects. For instance, in my country, we have so many dialects that we all are exposed to it. So when you get used to sounds, dialect in different other languages, it's literally easy for you to learn other language quicker. I mean, that's what I think. So when I first come to LA, I'm not an English speaking country. I'm a French speaking. When I come to California, I didn't speak a word of English. I didn't know how to speak English. I was looking with my dictionary each time I go. Even if I would use English word to say it, people still not understand what I was saying. For instance, the first time I came here, I went to a store to get a water. I grabbed my dictionary. I was like, I want a bottle of water, please. And they was like, what? And I was like, water. And I was keep pronouncing the
Africa's wada.
No,
Not
I didn't say
water.
water. I was saying water. And it was like, what? And I have to point out the water. And she's like, oh, water?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what do you have to say? And then now I realized, okay, it's not just what I'm reading, is the sound, how they have to sound. But because I was here in a dominantly English speaking person, I didn't have a choice than to communicate. And less people in LA, like French speaking, is not really here. So whether if I have to speak with a Chinese, we're gonna have to speak English. Whether I have to speak to a Mexican, is English. So whether it's a broken English or not, I was in my uncomfortable zone. Then I don't have choice then to speak. So if we don't make the effort to do that, and it's for my own knowledge, I mean, I'm getting knowledge. So, but if you go somewhere else and you just want to be in your comfort zone, I want to hang out with in French speaking only, I have to go to this group only, then you won't learn anything. I know a lot of Latino that are here in LA for 20 years, they don't speak English. I just don't comprehend that because they stay into their communities. They don't want to exit out of their communities. They be hired by whoever speaks Spanish, and then so on. And if that's what, like, especially if English diaspora that go to Africa, this is how they're gonna be merged, then they're gonna be hard time learning any language in Africa. It doesn't matter it's the French, but any language. You have to exit out of the community to living with other people that don't speak English. Then you're not just gonna learn French, but you will learn other languages. But if you just stay in that comfort to just speak English, then you won't learn, you won't learn much, especially English speaking. I don't know what's wrong with this. They just don't see themselves.
They're very comfortable.
Yeah, and even though when it comes to learning, when some of them that try to learn, you say, okay, for instance, I'm at a job. People keep saying, you speak French. It goes like, oui, oui. And I was like, what does that even mean?
Well, that's right.
Yes.
And I keep telling them, it's not a word. Just say oui. Don't say oui, oui. Don't say that.
Yes.
But it's not. French people don't use that to speak.
We put our spin on it. Oui. Yes.
But you cannot forget about your spin. We don't need any ingredient. Just use whatever ingredient is out there. Just say oui, and then you keep going. But and each time, no matter how many times I told them not to, each time they see me, oh Marie, oui. I was like, oh my God, okay.
Are you familiar with Pepe Le Pew?
Pepe Le Pew. That's too. I don't know. I think they're thinking about Depardieu. I think it's
no. So in America, we used to watch these cartoons, and there was a character called Pepe Le Pew.
Okay.
And he would say "oui, oui." And he spoke French. I'm gonna pull him up. I'm surprised you don't know Pepe Le Pew. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up for you guys.
Okay.
I think
what are you been trying to say, Diners? Is it Mimi?
No, but okay. So in America, we were first introduced to Francais through. It was a cartoon character named Pepe Le Pew. Here we go, Pepe Le Pew. He's a skunk. Hold on, I'm surprised you guys don't know Pepe Le Pew. So I'm about to play it right now for you guys. Hold on, let's share the screen. Hold on, this is let's go this what you call it, guys. Hit the like button. So here we go. It's still Looney Tunes. Hold on 1 second. Share the screen. So you guys don't know Looney Tunes?
Well, whatever that is, you have to put it on the screen.
Okay, so it's a cartoon that we used to watch when we were little kids. It's Looney Tunes, like Road Runner. So this is Pepe Le Pew, and so he spoke French. This is how we introduced the French. He's a skunk.
Well, I personally don't know that.
No, I didn't watch that cartoon.
Diana, hold on tight to that. Or you can get rid of it now and stop.
No, hold on. He's gonna say oui, oui.
Okay, Diners and whoever is listening into the chat, you need to let Pepe Le Pew go because oui is not a word.
He's gonna say oui. Watch. He's gonna say oui. He's gonna say oui, oui. He spoke French. You hear his accent, his French accent.
I don't know if that's the oui, the only French you spend. Is it 3 minutes? Watch. Dennis, please do yourself a big favor and do me and Mimi a big favor. And focus on proper things if you want.
Let Pepe Le Pew go.
But what I'm saying is Pepe Le Pew was our introduction to French. He said oui, oui. He would say oui. So that's why they say oui, oui. That's why they tell you oui, oui, because that was our French. It was oui, oui.
But now we French speaking, we telling you guys. First of all, French is not our languages, and then we speak French. Oui, oui is not such a thing as. You say oui, oui, people look at you as dumb, like what is he saying or something, and yeah, so that's not the way to go. It's just and there is another thing.
We, Mimi, the person who guessed, they will try to say we, but it's they like Dynasty is saying they're just for them they're trying to emphasize on it and say we.
No, okay, again, no. So
the person will know, of course, like you are saying we, you're saying yes.
Pepe Le Pew was our introduction to French. So Pepe Le Pew will say oui oui. So that's why he say oui oui. He will say oui oui. And so that's how we, oui oui.
Audrey, you need to come and explain this to your brother right here, because the people are plume or whatever you are trying to say. Dennis, do yourself a favor, eh? I'm sure you hang on, you hang around with these people are plume for, is it 20 years now or 50 years? So it's about time, you say goodbye to your good friend and focus on
let Papa Le Pew go. Let Papa Le Pew go. Let it go.
Pepe Le Pew.
And another thing that I really love about not just African speaking country, African that speaking colonizer language. Sometimes we use colonized language to speak colonized language, but at the same time we use the language but we speak African. Even if colonizers hear what we say, they're not gonna understand what we're talking about. Right. I'm just giving an example. If a Côte d'Ivoire people speak, they speak French. You will hear them use French word to speak, but they will speak African. So and then if I'm not from Côte d'Ivoire, I will understand. But a French person, we sit next to them, will hear everything they say, every word will be in French, but they won't have a clue about what these people are talking about. They'll say, what is they saying? But I will understand. Even if I'm not from Ivory Coast, I will understand because they are speaking African. And same thing go for English. For instance, I'm not from Nigeria, but when the Nigerians speak Pidgin, I understand exactly what they're saying. I'm just giving an example. The first time when I met in Nigeria, he looked at me and said, Marie, you Baba Christmas is coming to your kids' house. When he said Baba Christmas, one of the Americans said, what is Baba Christmas? I say, oh, it's the Santa Claus. But they don't use, they say Baba Christmas. But
instead of saying Père Noël,
Père Noël, voilà, Père Noël. Père Noël, he said Baba Christmas. And I get it right away. Sometimes we use the language to speak African, and only African we understand that. We have this culture that we all do the same thing. So whatever that person feel, even if he's saying in English, an American probably won't understand what he's saying, but I will understand exactly what he's saying, what he means, and the feeling. I don't even have to know all the Pidgin word, but I just get it right away, And I think it's because of the culture, though. But exposing to a lot of sounds also help. Yeah, diners, when you go to Ivory, go to Senegal or Ivory, do not try to speak English. Block your mind. Just try to block your mind. And whenever you go to the market, that's where you exercise your French. You will learn fast. Next thing I speak Russian. I learned how to speak Russian in Los Angeles. When I speak Russian to Russian people, they look at me like, how did you learn Russian?
Do you eat at those Russian restaurants off of Santa Monica?
No, I learned it into one of the first time when I became a nurse. I work in a facility that it was 99% of the patient was Russian. And when I got there was this Ghanaian nurse, and she was speaking Russian. I was like, how did you speak Russian? And she said, oh, where are you from? And I told her where I was. She said, you're African. You will speak that in like 3 months. And I said, what do you mean? I can't even read the alphabet. How the heck I'm going to speak? She said, don't worry, you learn. When she told me that, I couldn't comprehend, and I don't even know how the heck I will learn that. But because I work with her, so each time we go to the room, she said, listen and pay attention. So the patient will say something, and I ask her, what does that mean? She will tell me. So each time she wants me to practice 3 words. Like when I come to the room, I have to introduce myself and say what I'm about to do to the patient. Whatever the patient have to say, I just have to block it and focus on what I said. So if now the patient is saying the same thing back to me, then I have to remember. And next thing you know, 3 months later, I'm having a conversation with Russian. I was so surprised that even myself. And then I just finally.
No, you froze up.
I think Mimi is back. Yeah, she's back now.
She's back now. Mimi?
Hello?
Yeah, you hear?
Yeah.
You hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I find myself speaking Russian. And then each time when I speak Russian to Russian, they speak back to me in English. And I was like, why are you doing that? Yeah,
that's the best way to learn.
Yeah, I just tell them black people speak Russian too. So I'm gonna continue speaking Russian to you until you come back and speak, and then they start speaking Russian to me. So yeah, just isolate when you go to other country that speak French, block that English in your brain. Just tell yourself they don't speak English. So whatever your word with sounds like that, it doesn't matter. Just say it, and then just keep practicing. If you get up in the morning, you go to the market. The way you go around diners, you go to the market. I see you go to the market. That's the time you have. Don't forget about your guide and whoever are with you. Forget about them. Keep practicing with the people on the street, and that's how you learn, because they will respond back to you in French, and that's how you learn.
Okay.
And that's the best way, actually. That's why I'm saying, people saying, oh, use this app, that app. When you make time to be intentional and have a conversation, that's the fastest way you can learn a language.
Yeah, that's the best way. That's the best way.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we'll take another caller. If you want to call in, send me an email at whowever@searchforwho.com or whoever@searchforwho.com. Maybe tell people where you're from. From Central African Republic?
Yeah, I'm from Central African Republic. The Diaspora channel, where are you from?
Togo.
Ah, vous parlez français alors?
Oui, 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 bien sûr.
She said, oui.
Enchanté.
She said, oui. She said, oui. Oui. I caught it. You said, oui.
Yeah, that's we. Simply, I do speak French. That's what I was telling you.
But you said oui, not just we. You said oui. You said she was upset when people say oui.
That you know how people say my meaning.
She responded to my answer. I questioned her, and she responded. You don't tell someone oui, and then you don't just start having a conversation.
That's what Pepe Le Pew did. Pepe Le Pew said oui. Pepe Le Pew.
That is, no one asks you no question. You just show up and just say oui.
Yeah, oui. Pepe Le Pew.
Let Pepe Le Pew go, Darnus.
Exactly, Darnus. If you are serious about learning French this 2021, I think it's about time, you say bye to, your
Pepe Le Pew.
Okay. I'll say bye to Pepe Le Pew. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Kayi, you're offering French classes.
Yes. Yes, for anyone that is serious to start with, to learn the language, I'll do my part to help them in that journey. If they choose to go for the 3 months intensive one, that would definitely be brilliant. But if they prefer to go, at a slower pace, is absolutely fine, because everybody's rate of learning a new language is different. So if you prefer, the group one, fine. If you prefer a one-to-one, that option also is available. So, they just need to reach out to me. And also, like I was saying, and then Mimi was saying, if you want to learn the language, make an effort to be intentional while you are having a conversation with the next person that can also speak that language. But if you don't have anyone at the moment, at least that you have me that is teaching you to be practicing constantly. So it's more about, us just, leaving voice notes. If you want to say something to me, instead of saying it in English, just voice note, say what you have to say, and then I'll say, oh, it's good or it's not good. You say it like this. That's just the best way and the faster way you're going to learn the languages. So I'm looking forward, to hear from serious people and and also, people that really want to connect with brothers and sisters on the continent, because they don't have any connection on the ground. On a monthly meeting that I have on my channel, which is I normally announce it there, but we do it offline once a month, so people can interact with other brothers and sisters on the continent. So whenever they make up their mind to visit, it's not now they're going to start saying, oh, but I don't know anyone there. Like, I can't afford, to jump on any talk, but how, I would love to go. But, all the excuses, I'm just trying to, let us, let go of the excuses and connect people to brothers and sisters that are already there. So the transition can be very, very easier for us. That's what the Diaspora channel is about. And I'm asking all the business owners as well to reach out and use the platform to promote their businesses, because it's so crucial at this stage right now for us to keep supporting, only if we can, only black-owned businesses. Because at the end of the day, it's nothing new for so many communities. So it's about time, we understand the importance of doing so. So that's what the platform is about.
People are asking, what are your rates?
It depends, like, an hour, and it happened once every Saturday. So an hour is $10. I'm charging now, but that's the group lesson. For the group lesson, the people that want serious one-to-one, that is $15. So just trying to make it very, very affordable at the same time.
Yeah,
and
not bad at all. That's not bad at all. So
encourage people.
It's not bad at all.
I send you a lot of customers. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to what's it called? They have like these French organizations in each city. What's it called? But yeah, it was made way more than that. So that's not bad at all. So how can people contact you? Like, you got customers already. You got customers who said they want to sign up already. You have customers.
Yeah, I'll just drop the email right now. So they can send me an email and also follow me on Instagram. For people that just want to send in, a quick DM is absolutely fine, and we take it from there. Is depending on anyone, what they want to do, the time that is comfortable for them, suitable for them, and those that the Saturday course, classes are okay for, which we normally start 4 p.m. UK time. Yeah. I think that would be like 11 a.m. your time. Roughly, Dinus, I think it might be. So, feel free as well to contact.
That's for China. Where you are located, if you don't mind me asking?
In London at the moment.
Okay, so West Coast, if it's 4 p.m. over there, that'd be
you're 8 hours behind.
Oh.
West Coast 8 hours.
So that's probably really early in the morning here.
Yeah, so that's why I encourage people to let me know the time that works best for them, because this 4 p.m. right now, it works for some people in Europe and some even in the States. But if it doesn't work for you for some reason, you just need to let me know, and then we schedule your one, and we'll take it from there. Some people that are also open to learn Ewe, which is a language, we speak in Togo and some part of Ghana, Volta region, and Benin as well. I'm offering that course as well. So some people want to take both courses. So, that opportunity is here. I don't want, the excuse anymore that, we can't speak the language. So that's why, no, at least learn and, you know, be able to have a conversation. That's what I'm trying to encourage people to do. So when they are going there, they won't think like, oh, but I won't understand what they are saying. What if they want to sell me? What if you understand those funny things? So basically, it's to encourage people. So yeah, the email is right there.
Okay. And your Instagram?
Yeah, I'm going to put that in as well. I'll drop the link. Or if they go on my channel, all the informations are there as well. So they can just contact me from there, and then that's it. But I really, really want brothers and sisters to, you know, to make sure to grab this opportunity, because so many people are doing it, investing that little amount of time and, you know, resources in yourself to learn a language that will take you to 20, even 25, 21 country alone in Africa. You know, come on, we can definitely do this, guys. We can do this.
All right, everybody. Will, stop being thirsty in the chat room, Will. Stop being thirsty in the chat room, Sir Will. Sir Will said he's about to follow you. I'm gonna follow this fine sister too.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, then Sir Will said he's gonna give Queen L free French.
That's, you know, we really need to do what we need to do. We need to encourage our own on this side.
Sir Will is Pepe Le Pew. Sir Will is Pepe Le Pew.
Stop it. Just
Sir Will. Sir Will is Pepe Le Pew. Sir Will is. He's Pepe Le Pew. All right, Marie, anything you'd like to share in closing? Anything you want to share in closing?
No, that I encourage everybody to learn all the language. It's not even, you forget about this colonized language. It's even better if you know the colonized language, that you know when they're about to attack you or something. It can be something to defend yourself with. It's not. It's your own knowledge. Is your education. Is a plus for yourself. So that rejection and that idea of no, I don't want. It's not really helpful. So whether it's a colonized language or any other language, learning, I think, is beneficial for yourself if you try to, you know, speak other languages. That's what I have to say.
Okay, and Kayi?
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Mimi, for calling in. Yeah, Mimi, please send me a DM, and then, you know, on doit parler, quoi. Donc,
ok, on doit parler. J'ai vu tes emails là. Je vais rapidement t'envoyer un message et on va se garder en contact, ok?
D'accord, ça marche.
Ok, merci beaucoup.
Ok, d'accord, ok. Si, oui, oui, d'accord.
D'accord. Ok, au revoir.
Au revoir, bye-bye. Au revoir, bye-bye. Bye-bye, au revoir, bye-bye. Until next time, everybody. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Dinah's come on.
Au revoir.
Yes, guys, everything you need is in the chats right now. So, yeah, email me and then we'll take care of the rest. But please don't let French be a barrier for you know to visit, you know, the Francophone countries, or go there and, you know, make good money for yourself and your family, like, you know, the Lebanese and the Chinese are doing.
Right. There we go. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Sign up for those French classes, because I am going to sign up. Like, share, and subscribe. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.